Well, tonight's challenge and pleasure is trying out a CAO again, CAO or CAO Brazilia. It's about a 54 ring size and cello wrapper. This one is 5 inches long, but you can get them in 6.25 inch. And Maduro cigar, which I am going to expect some sweetness out of it. Let's see how much. All right, and I'll read you a little review as someone wrote. CAO Brazilia Samba Maduro cigars present a vivid, complex smoking blend of full-bodied Nicaraguan tobaccos, seamlessly rolled and extra flavorful, dark Brazilian wrappers. Notes of cedar and exotic spices dance on the palate for a long, flavorful finish with an inviting, sweet floral aroma. A must smoke. Well, okay, I must smoke this myself. It's rated by others around a 92. Hopefully, that's what it'll be. So I will get the cello off of this, cut the end, and start it up. Snip the end, and that come out pretty good because sometimes I snip the end and it just starts to unravel here, which I have to do my licking. Didn't have to do the licking here. It started up pretty good. Draws well. I like that at the beginning. Don't have to puff too much to get it started. And even has a dark flavor, if you can imagine that. But pretty good to start. Little on the sweet side, and we'll see how this goes as I take up position in the patio with my glass of wine. Well, I'm in a little bit into this CAO Brazilia, and it's a strong smoke, but without being bitter. Can't stand a bitter cigar, and draws very nicely. Plenty of billowing smoke. If I ever want to use or send out smoke signals on a mountainside, this is the cigar I'm going to bring. Yeah, it lives up to its rating of about 92. Well, enjoyable so far. So I want to tell you a story about when I was working in an engineering shop in Hialeah, Florida. Well, I was lucky to get that job because there's not many places that need engineering work in Florida. And we used to do calculations, mathematical calculations. If you want to do a calculation, you had to either do it by hand. Well, this is about, I would say, about 1969. So you did your calculations by hand, or you estimated it on a slide rule, or you used a Frieden calculator, which is all gears, and you put in your numbers, you punch them in, and then you pull a handle and the gears whir and they come up with your number. Well, very tedious and labor intensive to do mathematical calculations. So and this is about 1969, a salesman came in with a new gimmick, and he was showing it to us and he wanted to sell it to us. And what it was a electronic calculator. Well, we looked at, he turned it on, and it had tubes in it that lit up with, showed the numbers in red. And he gave us a demonstration how fast you could calculate with this electronic calculator. And we were quite amazed at it. And then he says, in this calculator, and this is the first time we ever saw a calculator, he says, this is only $1,200. And we liked it, and we ended up buying this calculator, and it really speeded up calculations. This is the first time that I've ever seen or we ever used an electronic calculator. And I told this salesman, and he was giving this demonstration, I told the salesman, I said, This is a $1,200 calculator. But one day in the future, I bet you you get these calculators and make them for $100 a piece. And he just looked at me and he laughed. He says, no way will I ever get this price down to $100 for one of these machines. Of course, what happened? Now electronic calculators, they give them away at trade shows. Or if you have to buy one, what is it? $1 to get it. So anyways, this was the history of the calculator and how far it's come from 1969 to today. $1,200 to $1 or a giveaway. Well, I shall retreat back to the patio, drink my wine, finish my CAO Brazilia in its, I guess, the Brazilian colors, yellow and green, and I shall enjoy. Very mild, very enjoyable. Down to the last good few drags of my CAO Brazilia. Excellent smoke, nice draw, nice burn. Look at that. Very good. Very pleased with it.